Um, what else? Like, did we miss something else?
No,
Or
I think we covered all of that. A lot of things we covered from here to there. But yeah, there is World Cup qualifiers going on, and then
yeah,
I saw some of the European. I think Norway has very good chance of qualifying, which is nice, I
mm,
guess.
but probably this week Haaland is not playing. I don't know
Yeah,
because he's injured.
injured. Yeah, but yeah, still, I think Norway probably needs one win or one draw, something like that, and they
Yeah,
will be.
yeah.
Uh, and almost all the big teams are there. I mean, at least on the way. Spain. Did Spain play? No, probably they're playing tomorrow. But from European side to South American side, as I said, I'm missing Colombia versus Brazil because they're always, no matter where they're playing right now, there's a bit of rivalry between Colombia and Brazil. And
Yeah, if you remember, like even though they don't have like the star players, um, you know, uh, right now, but are out of form, but it's still they are hard to score against.
Colombia, yes,
Yeah,
I can't understand. I don't understand the scouting of the people of the European team. I mean, there is a guy called Wilmer Barrios
yeah,
who
I saw
al-
that.
who always puts Neymar in his pocket and can tackle everything. And he's not even playing in a bigger team. I just don't understand. What a guy! What a player! I mean, he's cheap. Uh, go buy him if anyone is listening. Uh, Brilliant player, but Colombia is suffering through creativity, and they just did call James Rodriguez after a long time, but someone didn't mention in the Qatar. He's playing right now in Qatar, and he is not in the best shape at this point. So this is going to be interesting. So they'll be
Well, they were actually doing better without him in the Copa America, if you remember. Like,
yeah, but they were they're like they were missing Quintero as well because Quintero was not there because of the COVID restriction. Quintero came back
yeah,
and got injured. Uh, they need a bit of creativity because they need some win to because they're
yeah.
right now on the dogfight um, of the points. They need some points, and if they can get a win against Brazil or somebody else they're playing, that would be awesome for them to get qualified into the next round. In,
Well, it's halfway there. It's halftime.
yeah, it's still nil-nil, so it's not easy to
Yeah, it's
score
still
against them.
nil. Yeah,
It would be hard. They do rely on Luis Diaz a lot on the left flank,
yeah.
and Cuadrado definitely. But yeah, I'd like to catch that game if we can, it would be interesting to see Uruguay because Uruguay didn't sack Tabarez and they have let him there, and Uruguay is playing against Argentina tomorrow, and Uruguay will be playing in Bolivia in altitude in La Paz. So it would be very interesting to see Uruguay how they
I
will do.
think so far Uruguay is the only team who is in trouble. Like the World Cup winners and the big teams among all the big teams so far.
Yeah, that's true. I think
Yeah.
you're absolutely correct. Well, unless you consider Chile as a big team. I don't think they're a
No,
big
not
team in the world stage.
for. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But yeah, in Copa level they are probably, I don't know, 2 3 years ago, not anymore.
for sure. Um, yeah, I think we covered a lot. We talked about a lot of different
Yeah,
stuff.
we talked about probably everything.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah,
So on that note, is it safe
that's
to?
why we are not in Sky Sports.
Otherwise,
We
we
actually
will be
watched.
flying.
Yeah, we will. Otherwise, we will be talking about only one island team or something like this. Some islander or something who is really famous or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Huesca is my team. Go Huesca. Anyway, on that note, is there anything you want to add? Otherwise, we might wrap it up.
Uh, Not so far. Yeah, so far. Oh, I was going to mention like when we were actually talking about Italian league.
Yeah.
Um, I actually happened to watch like some parts of some matches, like with some Roma Venezia matches, or like I don't know. Actually, remember Sassuolo matches or Empoli versus Genoa. It was quite interesting. It seems like this year Italian teams are like really, really like close.
Yeah,
You know,
Bologna is
like
another very interesting team under Mihailovic. He's playing
yeah.
some interesting football. So
And
yeah,
there are some like interesting tactics. I was going to say that like
yeah.
in the beginning, like I saw a perfect game. I saw there were some interesting fights, even like in Premier League, and there were some interesting technicians like changing techniques. Like for example, I was going to mention Mikel Arteta. 10 matches undefeated still right now.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, I know. I won't. But yeah, like there were some other guys like you mentioned.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Crystal Palace. Also, like we mentioned, David Moyes. Like those, and with this Italian league,
Yeah,
how come it's happening? Like we saw, like Juventus was there, and like two three teams were there fighting for like 2 to 6 positions probably, and then there were a big gap, and now this year it seems like this gap is closing. How come it possible, or is there any sort of like
I think it
I don't know.
all started with the previous Sassuolo coach. I forgot his name. He's right now in Shakhtar Donetsk.
Mm,
Uh, anyway, I forgot his name. I apologize. Something, but he brought that Sassuolo team who always have very less resource and always has some very attacking and very talented players coming up on his ranks. Such as Locatelli, Berardi, and others. And you had some interesting players always coming in Roma. I mean, yes, they're always underperforming, but there are
yeah.
always some interesting players. Pellegrini and those others are always there. Uh, and with Roma, when you mention about Roma has always fight with Lazio, and Lazio wants to be in the same level, at least, if not even better.
Yeah, also Fiorentina is fighting still. Like,
Yeah, Fiorentina is always a team. I mean, I think last year they were too much older players such as Ribery and stuff like that. But they got back into. They always had a very good midfield. I was thinking of those Soriano, the some very capable midfielders. Not very uh, like very good names in terms of very top names, but they're very effective in terms of in midfield, both attack and transitioning. And now they have Vlahovic. I think after a long time they got a number 9
yeah,
who can score. And there is a bit of partnership going on with Nico Gonzalez. They bought Nico whenever Nico is fit.
yeah.
He's the most foul Serie A player at this point. He's creating a lot of chances for Vlahovic to operate into that spaces, and he's providing those runs and stuff. The outlet. Uh,
Also, uh, Torreira was playing.
yeah, yeah. No, he's
They-
there. There are some very good midfielders, as I mentioned, and not bad defenders. Even I just saw at statistics. Lucas Martinez Quarta was the most athletic player on the Serie A for last month, which means he has covered a lot of grounds in the defense as well. So the
Yeah,
pro-
I saw. Yeah, I saw the second half of the match, and he's also like uh, I don't know, like he understand like where to be, and he
yeah.
understand he was intercepting some passes actually. Like
If you
it
if you
was
remember
brilliant.
if you remember he was not that speedy guy in River Plate, and he's not still a very speedy guy, but now his positioning sense I think got a little bit better.
Yeah, because he wasn't actually going back. He was just intercepting passes, and just that's it. He was just stopping those passes.
Exactly, and I think yeah, Fiorentina was always kind of a mid-table team, but right now
Yeah,
they're not very easy team to play against. I mean, Juventus almost.
yeah. So does also Empoli.
Yeah, Empoli is actually very interesting. They're actually very refreshing to watch. Empoli beat Juventus.
Yeah.
They have, I think, drawn or were very close to draw against Napoli. Um, have they played Napoli? I can't remember if it's Napoli or Inter Milan. Uh,
Uh, they played so far against Sisolo. They won. Uh, yeah, they conceded 2 goals against Inter Milan. Uh, they lost against Roma.
yeah, but what I'm trying to say is there's this team and also Torino. Torino can always be a bit of tough team to play against because of their way of playing. A very compact team and has very good wing backs, and I think they're always good at the Italian striker. Is there Ballotti? Uh,
Yeah.
is a very dangerous player. If we're talking about the other team, Bologna is actually a revelation team this year with Hellas Verona. Um, they're
Yeah.
under Mihailovic is doing very well. They're very attractive to see sometimes. Either they're playing really poor or really good. They've got beaten by I think Napoli by 4-0 or 5-0, but otherwise they've been very very good in this season. Udinese have been, there is no sign of slowing down. I thought, after Rodrigo Di Paul have left, they would not do well, but they're actually doing so far very well. I think Roberto Pereira is playing very well this season. It would be interesting how they 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 figured, they kind of keep it up, and Gerard Delafeu has been interesting too. Um, and if we're talking about the other 6-7 teams, Atalanta is always interesting. You have
Yeah, we talked about Atlanta
and
probably
Sassuolo,
previously.
although if their manager has left, still interesting team. They can damage you if you're not really having a very good day. They can damage you on the counter. Uh, it's not that easy to tell. You're going into that against this team and you're gonna get 3 points.
Well, so far I don't have any questions anymore.
No, I think we have talked a lot about football.
And
We can
yeah,
make
I
our own
also,
documentary.
yeah, probably. But yeah, probably halftime is going to over soon.
Yeah. We'll.
And I'm still awake, and I'm also thinking about watching this match,
Yeah, because I
at least
like I
to
like
the end.
Brazil and Colombia because there's normally very intense games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. On that
So,
note, thank you for talking almost everything. We haven't talked about Asia. We'll find it out.
well, we will probably.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. On that
let's
note,
see.
yeah, I'll wrap it up. Thank you again. We'll talk soon.